Welcome, everyone, to Tabletop Anthologies. I'm Severian, and I will be your keeper of arcane lore this evening. Going back today to Arkham, Massachusetts, and some familiar faces here. We have Professor Vincent James Boyle, or rather former professor now, but we'll get to that later. We have Professor Martin Baker and Professor Robert Marcus Halstead. And also joining us today, we have a new player, Say Vegeta. He's playing as William Edwards, a student at Miskatonic University. So our story starts just a few months after our last scenario in Blackwater Creek. It's now the middle of December 1928. Professor Halstead has noticed that one of his students, Walter Resnick, had stopped appearing in class for at least 4 days. He's curious about his student's whereabouts, so he questions another student and friend of Walter, William Edwards. This other student confirms that Walter has been missing for days and had been acting unusual in the past couple of weeks. They decide to contact the police to check on Walter, and the police find that Walter Resnick is dead in his off-campus room, the local boarding house. Death is officially reported as natural causes. So the faculty at Miskatonic University are aware that this is the third student death within the last few weeks. The whole of the campus community has been thrown into a panic. College officials are doing everything they can to find out the cause of this trouble, and also to calm the student and parent community, not only for their sake, but to salvage the school's reputation. After all, no one wants to attend a cursed campus. So, we join our investigators, Professor Halstead specifically, as he's walking with William Edwards to Martin Baker's office. Professor Halstead has decided that it would be some pertinent information to give to Professor Baker, all of the things that William Edwards has told Professor Halstead. So with that, Professor Halstead, you arrive in Martin Baker's office, and you also find that Vincent Boyle is there, paying a visit to Professor Baker, and they're chatting away. Professor Baker, go ahead and describe what your office looks like, maybe, and what they walk into.
So as a newly tenured professor at Miskatonic University, I still have a fairly small office. Mostly a desk, a couple of filing cabinets, a bookshelf that has books that you generally wouldn't see on a normal campus, right? There's books about ancient Egyptian lore, dealing with the occult, the Dawn Star, all of these things that I take seriously and I teach in my classes about religion and the occult. Martin is in his chair, and it has a couple of chairs in front of him. There's a small globe off to the side that's open, that has a mini bar inside of it. Martin actually has what looks to be a fading bruise around his eye, and his nose looks like it's kind of canted off to the side a little bit. And it doesn't look like it's the first time that this has happened. I am currently smoking a cigar inside. As Boyle comes in, I look a little surprised to see him, and I have a glass of whiskey sitting in front of me, and a glass has been offered to Dr. Boyle, which I would say to him, Dr. Boyle, it's been a minute. I haven't seen you around campus.
No, I've been pursuing other matters, as you probably well know. No thank you, I do not drink. May
It's
I have
good
a seat?
stuff.
May I have a seat?
Please do. You never have to ask in here. You're always welcome. With the things that we've been through, you're always welcome here.
Okay, I go ahead and take a seat. So, has there anything exciting been happening lately?
Well, the campus is in a little bit of an uproar right now. I, I honestly, I've been putting myself into work more than anything and just kind of letting it slide by. You know, there's always something going on around campus. I'm sure you know.
I've heard a few rumors constantly, but it seems like not. It just seems like the campus is getting worse ever since that first incident. Do you do you think things are getting
And with
worse
that,
around here?
that's about when Professor Halstead walks in with William Edwards.
Oh, Professor Baker, Vincent, it's good to see you, friend. This student here, William, I believe.
Oh no, Professor Halstead, you cut out at the end there. You hit a button on accident, maybe, or
No.
okay. There, we hear you now. You can keep going.
William here, he has some pertinent information regarding the been happening here in the last few weeks, and I believe William, you can trust Mr. Boyle here, former professor. Please go ahead and tell him what you told me.
Okay. Well, I mean, where do I begin? I mean, I'm with Walter. I mean, we're hanging out. We're having a good time. You know, I told him not to. I'm sorry. I'm a little shooken up still from everything that's been going on.
Wait. I've seen you before, kid. Where have I seen you before? You're not in any of my classes. Where have I seen you?
I mean, I do. I've been playing a bit of music around here. You know, I take some music classes. You know, with Professor Amberston, but you know, nothing really. Yeah, I'm in your history class. I'm
not teaching a history class this semester, son. Are you you're that kid that gets down like those in the South, aren't you?
I don't know what you're talking about, sir. I'm just here to tell my story.
That's fine. Go ahead. Sorry. Come in. Have a seat. It's good to see you as always, Professor Halstead. Please come in, have a seat. Bring your student along here. I reach over and I shut the lid to the globe so it just looks like a regular globe again.
Well, I mean, so me and Walter, we're friends, right? But I mean, you know, I just came to this school, so you know, we connected really well. You know, he plays guitar, I play guitar. You know, we got some things going on. We both are trained classically. You know, so I don't know. Me and Walter decided we were just gonna start going downtown. You know, those kind of places. You know, just to really just to feel it out. You know, just to be a person. You know, I don't see anything wrong with that. But my point is, you know, we've been out there so often now that I begin to lose the guy, and he stopped hanging out with me, and it just started this weird crowd. I don't know for sure. I don't know who these guys are, but I mean, I knew they were up to no good. But I tried to talk to him about it. I tried to talk to him about it, but he just
Calm down a little bit, son.
Sorry.
What guys are you talking about? Who are they?
The guys at the club, the speakeasy.
The speakeasy.
I knew that's where I seen you before. I knew it.
Yeah, so I mean, we were hanging out there for a while, for a couple weeks maybe. I don't know. We lost track of time. We had so much fun together, but
I was gonna say you ain't getting into my secret stash into this. Well, I shut the lid.
It's me rolling. Oh yeah, sure. Sorry, I wasn't sure who's rolling there.
The William skin is still fresh on him.
Yep. I was like, wait, the judge didn't do it. He's been here before, right? All right, I'm rolling right now. Hard success.
I just realized that I was muted on the stream for a moment there, so I don't think they missed any pertinent information from me. But so as I was saying, the last time that you saw Walter Resnick and things got a little heated, you noticed that his tongue was almost completely black. Like there was something coating it that made it black.
So it like looked thick and black. It just wasn't. It wasn't black.
No, just it stained black. That's what I'm trying to say. It wasn't malformed. It just stained black.
Right. Okay. I mean, the last I heard from him, he socked me right in the eye, and I didn't want to talk to the guy from there. But when he's staring down, looking at me, and I'm on the ground, and I'm looking up at him, he's got this look in his face, like his tongue's black or something. I don't know. It sounds crazy, but
what were y'all drinking? I know some of these places, the stuff you don't want to stay away from.
Please listen. I just want to make this clear. All right. I am not drinking down there. All right. I'm just down there for the music. That's it. All I want to say about that.
Sounds like you're a little judgmental on those who partake. As I grab my whiskey glass and.
Well, I have no right to judge. Listen, I have got my own, but I don't. God is my witness. I don't drink.
So as I mentioned before, the whole campus community is kind of thrown into a panic right now, and I'm sure you, Martin Baker and Robert Halstead, have both heard plenty about this in faculty meetings, and you might all have your own motivations for why you want to pursue investigating this death and the others, but one of them is definitely to help the university because of how much it means. So you continue from there wherever you'd like to take this investigation. So one thing you'll find in this scenario is that it's going to be a very open-ended investigations.
Love it. And that's all I gotta say about that. Listen, okay? Can I go now? I don't want to be a part of this. All right?
Yeah. Hey, just a second. So, what was your name again?
William.
William.
You can call me Will.
Will. You can call me Professor Baker. That's fine. You say that your friend he just up and hit you. You guys don't ever spend any time down at the Blind Tiger, right?
I mean, where else are you gonna play jazz around here?
Well, not at the Blind Tiger, my friend. I don't think you were talking about the same place. That's where you get something like this from. So, is this the first time you ever had any violent tendencies from your friend?
I mean, he's getting more irritable. I mean, but nothing like out of the ordinary. You know, he broke up with his girlfriend, and he's having a tough time at home. I don't know. Like, we're friends. We talk. You know.
You know what his girlfriend's name is?
I think her name was Rachel, maybe. I don't know. Some Catholic name.
So I'd look at Dr. Boyle and say, you got that side a lot heavier than I do. What are you thinking?
It sounds very odd for this young man to just hit you unprovoked. Was he having any type of other strenuous other than a breakup?
Like I said,
you can think of?
Like I said, we've been visiting this speakeasy over the course of 2 weeks. The end of the 2 weeks, started getting violent, started getting angry, started drinking more, and then
Did anything else change at the speakeasy other than that?
I mean, I don't know, the creepy. I mean, I started seeing more classmates. I started seeing some like just general weirdos. Who visit speakeasies nowadays? Weirdos. So I didn't think anything of it.
Did you say more students were showing up to the speakeasy?
Listen. I don't want to be a rat. Okay, I told you what I know. That's I'm done. All right.
Hey, Will. All right, this guy's your friend, right?
He's my. Yeah, he's my friend.
Did I not just tell you that where I've been? You ain't got to worry about that in this office, all right? Whatever happens in this office stays in this office. Just tell us what you know, okay? If Professor if Professor Halstead thought it important enough to bring you over here to see me, thankfully Dr. Boyle's here, but you need to open up a little bit, son, because we're going to just be beating around this bush for a couple hours and not get anywhere.
So, William, before you respond, if you are apprehensive about the, talking any further about the jazz clubs you went, you do know that these people that Walter Resnick started hanging around, they do have their usual hangout spots around the campus as well.
Okay, cool. I'll, yeah. So, in character, listen, sir, natural causes is bullshit. That's all I gotta say about that. I don't know where they got that from, but there's no goddamn way Walter Resnick is gonna die on me of natural causes. Okay. Listen, the kids that I've been seeing around, they've been hanging around, like the weird parts of campus, right? Like the corners, the intersections of buildings and between libraries. I mean, I see some people up there digging through books for God knows what. Madness in their eyes.
Can you
chill go down my spine? I can't, man. Like,
can you describe any of these students to me? And then the reason why I'm asking their keeper is to see if any of them happen to be in one of my occult classes.
Listen, I can tell you one name for certain. One name for certain. Paul Rogers.
Would I know that one, keeper?
Nope.
Name doesn't ring a bell for me.
I don't know what else to tell you, man.
Well,
I don't remember it either.
if y'all want, I can.
What year is Paul in? Is he in the same year as you?
I mean, I believe so. I don't really know the guy. I just know he's taking music classes with me.
So I got to step in there, Paul.
Thank you.
You don't know him to that extent. You just know the name. That's it.
Cool. Yep. So I know of the guy.
Yep.
Well, do you have any idea where we could find him? Any specifics other than corners, or
like
is that
I
the best
said,
place to look?
maybe the library. I maybe saw some shady guys hanging around there. No, I don't know.
I'd
Dr.
like to. Oh, yep.
Dr. Boyle, I've done a little bit of, we did a service for one of the deans here. I've done a couple other services. Maybe I can go down to admin and see if can get a hold of this student's class schedule.
I think we should do that immediately. If he's going through books, I'm not liking what I'm hearing. I think we should get a hold of that quickly.
What are you guys talking about? They're just some punks, right?
Essentially, yes. But we want to just make sure they don't get into more trouble than they can handle.
What do you mean?
There's always things going on at campus. There's fraternities that do, some crazy stuff. They do, weird hazing rituals. They do all this stupid stuff, and if they don't know that it's going south, it could just be some harmless prank that they think they're doing. And
well, then why the cops releasing natural causes if it's the hazing incident?
Because, first off, if my mind serves, in order to get an autopsy done, right, they need the parents' permission, or at least the next of kin. So, that's the only thing that they can come up with.
And you said his tongue was black, right?
I mean, that's what I saw. I mean, it could have been, fucked up in the head from the fist, but I don't know, man. I mean, he looked at me and he just looked so scared.
Well,
black.
Will, can you step out of my office for just a second? Shut the door behind you. It'll only take a minute, okay?
All right. Get up, shut the door.
Halstead, anything in your brain say? Anything from your previous experiences that you know about black tongues?
Not necessarily, but we did see a lot of black ooze in our last encounter.
Please. Yeah. Yeah. Hold on. I'm gonna need. If we're gonna talk about that, I need another drink.
No, Halstead does bring up a good point. How do we know these two incidents aren't related? It could be something as simple as natural causes, but I train to believe that as of right now.
Well, this sounds like something we might want to look into.
There are different ailments that can cause discoloration of the tongue, but nothing that would do pure blackness of that nature. If he is telling the truth, he could, like he said, getting punched in the head is kind of a big deal.
You know, Dr. Boyle, after after our last incident, I'm hoping you kind of start to see that sometimes it's better to err on the side of caution.
Oh, no, I am. But
you know what I mean? But I'm
also don't
100% in agreement with you. This could be something, some kind of, derivative of the plague or whatever's going on. So I'm just letting you know. I'm just letting you know where my mind is.
I understand that, but we also don't want to look past something that could just be a simple natural death, even though I have my suspicions.
I mean, for all we know, the kid drank himself to death, and the police don't want to release that kind of stuff.
Alcohol for people of this age, they just can't handle it. They need to be a bit more mature before they can handle things of that nature.
Yeah.
Well,
All right,
I believe we should head out and either try to find this Rogers fellow or any of his, for lack for a better word, gang members, essentially.
You want to drag this kid along with us, Halstead? He's one of yours.
Me and have him show me around where he saw these other groups.
Start over, Halstead. First part cut out.
I was going to pretend like it didn't.
Yeah, me too.
I think I'll take him with me, specifically where he saw these ruffians hanging out.
I can agree with that. Having somebody that can bring us to the exact location is best, but if anything weird starts happening, we drop the kid immediately. I don't want to get a student involved in this.
No, we want to
Exactly.
keep as many people out of this kind of nonsense as we can. All right.
I
Well,
think we're all
he's
in
probably,
agreement.
Yep.
Yeah,
He's probably listening at the bloody door, so we might as well just call him back in.
William, you can come back in now, son.
I'm gonna open the door up and come in. Yeah. So what am I doing?
You're gonna come with me, and I want you to show me.
I mean, am I gonna do that in my school clothes? Like, I don't want to be seen with you pointing out other students. I don't want to be the snitch, man. Like, sorry,
be
sir.
shown as a
If
snitch.
anything happens, you run. How's that sound?
I wish I knew. I wish I knew how it sounded.
I don't think we should have a student running away from us.
I'm kind of in agreement with that one.
But no, we should get this started immediately. Being in your school clothes is not going to matter. No one's going to think nothing of it, of just leading us to the library if they are near that area.
I'm just overthinking.
We go to the library all the time, almost every day. I'm not even a professor here, and I still go there.
Congratulations, William. For the time being, you are officially my undergraduate research assistant until I can find somebody better. Just leave it at that. If your friends ask, there you go.
Sounds fun.
All right. Anything else you'd like to wrap up here, or are you heading out and trying to find some of these ruffians, these bad students?
I'm gonna reach into my drawer and grab my busy bag and my notebook and all that happy stuff, and grab a couple cigars for the road and take one last swig before I gotta deal with this shit again.
I need to get something from my locker. If that's okay.
Don't take too long, but yes, that is fine.
I'm gonna grab my brass knuckles out of my locker.
Oh.
Okay, so you swing by your locker. You're able to pick up your brass knuckles. Do you try and hide what you're picking up out of there, or make it
100%. Well, I'm gonna take some books out with like in a book bag, but I'm also gonna slide my brass knuckles in there with that.
okay?
Yeah.
If no one's really trying to see what you're putting in there, they're fine. They won't see it.
Cool.
Okay.
He's got one of them illegal dirty magazines, don't he?
All right. So William, tell me what happens. Where are you taking them exactly? You, like I said, you definitely know some of these usual spots where you can find these people that are allegedly associated with Paul Rogers and it's this bad group. William?
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's you, Anthony.
That's
you.
me.
Yep.
I was like, all right, William, whenever you're ready. So I think I'm gonna go to the library first, just to point out the campus, the ones that I saw first. You know.
Okay. All right. So yeah, you go to the library and you're able to find on one of the lesser used floors that's maybe a little more dim than some of the other floors, and in some back corner, some shadowy group of bookshelves is there, and there's a group of students sitting there. As you approach them, there's a couple that get up and walk away. They don't really run, but you can tell that they see this group of. Well, before we get that far, how are you approaching them? I'll let you. Decide that first.
Immediately drawing my gun, pointing.
That's what I was thinking.
Jesus.
Pull out the 1911.
No!
Trench knife in the other hand.
Please don't.
This man said you were beating up him. Said you guys are bad.
The anti-bullying patrol's here. Watch out. I mean, I'm doing whatever they're telling me to do, so I'm following them.
Sure.
I would just like to maintain a calm demeanor. Have my hand on my pocket watch and the other hand on my bag over my shoulder.
Okay. Yeah. If you're not doing anything special, I'll just assume you're walking right up to them. No problem.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. All right. So you approach them, and like I said, a couple of them do get up and begin to walk away. As you get closer, you see that the few that do remain, they all look thin and kind of jittery, and they all have this ashen complexion to them with dark bags under their eyes. One of them turns to you and says, "How's it going? What can we do for you?"
Long night studying?
"Yes, sir."
So midterm's coming up here soon, huh?
"Yeah, very
I think I
soon."
recognize any of y'all from my classes, do I?
As you're talking, a couple more of them get up and start walking away.
I'm eyeballing them hard. I'm committing your face to memory.
They completely shrug away and keep walking. The one that's talking to you keeps talking and says, "Well, I don't recognize you, sir. My name's Dwight Martin."
How you doing, Dwight Martin? I am Professor Martin Baker.
"Hey, look at that. We've got similar names, don't we?"
I know, I was just thinking about that. I teach occult studies here. What's your major?
"My major is math."
Oh.
You say.
"Yeah, mathematics. That's where it's at."
What's your plans after college with a mathematics degree?
Don't really have much of a plan anymore. Just taking classes.
You don't have much of a plan.
No plan here, man.
Why are you all studying outside of the library?
They are in the library.
Oh, they are in the library? I
Yes.
thought they were outside the library.
Nope, dark corner inside of the library.
I look around. What section are we in?
Everyone, I'll get back to that in a second. Everyone either make a psychology or medicine roll for me.
I got that.
And Vincent, you asked him what section he's in? Is that what you
He
said?
asked you what section.
Yeah, no, I'm asking. I look around and see what
Oh,
section.
I see. Okay.
Just kidding, I don't got that.
Think of the least used section in the library, and that's what it would be. It doesn't seem like it's anything relevant to the situation, is what I'm saying.
Bestiality studies. This is
ancient Greeks, dirty
Yeah.
magazines, huh?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I knew it. I spend a lot of time back here.
why are you all studying in this particular section? There doesn't seem to be anything useful
Oh,
for you here.
we just don't like to be bothered. It's a nice quiet study space here, and he kind of looks around and nods to his acquaintances there. So it looks like the only one that got success was Halstead, right?
Yep.
All right, and what did you roll? You rolled medicine?
Yeah.
Okay. They are all junkies. You know they are showing signs of addiction for sure.
Okay. I kind of tap on these kids here. They're users, and they might be involved in something illegal.
Tap on.
I would kind of lean close to Halstead and kind of eyeball him a little bit. What do you mean? You mean users? Users of
Narcotics, illegal drugs.
Got it. I got it. Well, I was working in my office a little bit, and there's a nice formula, son, that's used whenever we need to look at the azimuth in between a given point on the ground and the sun compared to a building, right? It forms usually an isosceles triangle. Do you happen to know? I'm trying to remember the name of it. You know what I'm talking about? Right. You take the square.
Yeah, the Pythagorean theorem.
There you go.
Can't fool me.
Good job. All right, buddy. So, you look like you look a little off, son.
Oh, what do you mean by off? That's what do you mean? Everyone roll spot hidden.
Boom.
Oh God, he's got a gun.
I got.
I am the best at
I'm
spot
gonna be
hidden.
in the hospital
Nice.
for weeks.
Not as good as spot hidden, but oh Jesus Christ, Boyle.
No.
Your eyes fall out of your head.
I'd like to stab myself in both the retinas.
For those of
Flashback
you
circuit.
that did succeed on that roll, you notice that all of the people sitting here in this group, at this point it's just Dwight, and there's a young lady sitting next to him, and then another young man. Most of the rest have taken off, but what you notice is that they all have varying degrees of black on their tongue.
I was waiting for Boyle to say something. I realized he rolled 1,000 on his spot hidden.
No, just Halstead and Baker noticed.
Yeah, no, Vincent's kind of just staring at the ceiling right now.
So what'd you
I'm hiding.
said your name was, son? Martin? Last name's Martin, right?
Yeah, Dwight Martin.
Dwight Martin. You okay, son? Cause there's been a sickness going around here. You know, the nurse alerted us of it. That it's like you start to feel a little pale. You get a little pale. You don't feel so good, but it's like the definitive thing is your tongue starts getting a little black due to lack of blood flow. You have any symptoms like that? You know, we're just making sure, checking out health. You know what I mean?
Fast talk. Roll it.
Fuck.
Uh,
So not fast talking.
fast talk.
Oh god.
Oh god.
Nice.
Oh man.
I pull his tongue out of his head just so I can show him.
I'm not really sure what you're talking about there, Mister.
Professor. It's Professor.
Professor. Sorry, Professor. I'm
Okay.
not sure what you're talking about, but
Seems to be a little confused. It's not quite an illness as it is more of an infection. There's been a small insect going around that is biting you. It can cause inflammation within your tongue. If it gets too bad, it can lead to inflammation in worse areas such as your sinuses and whatnot. It can get quite hard to breathe. Not quite an illness, but more of an infection.
Thank you, Dr. Boyle.
yeah, roll fast talking on that one.
Thank you.
Nice.
An insect, there's infections. Well, what does that cause exactly? Why are you talking to us about this?
Well, it's been going around the school. I wanted to make sure you're safe. It can cause your tongue to have a discolorization, even purple or an intense black. Are you having any of these symptoms?
Well,
Son, I'm telling you,
we
if you
all
don't-
are. Yes. Yeah.
You all are. I step back a little bit. Are you feeling okay?
They seem like genuinely confused, all of them. Yeah, I'm doing okay. Well, we didn't think that's what the black tongues were from.
What did you think they were from?
Well,
Don't.
yeah. You know what? $20. $20, and I'll tell you everything I know.
$20. Are you insane? If you have this sickness essentially, and you take any type of medication, it can exacerbate it quite heavily. Any type of over-the-counter medication or any type of substance you intake, it can.
Oh, okay. $10, and I'll tell you everything I know.
Want $10?
Come on, money bags. Just give it to him.
Fine. I pull out a stack and I hand him $5 and I'm like, you can have $5 and I can help save your life.
Yeah, okay. Maybe you're right after all. I thought it was from this stuff. Well, we've all been taking it. It's called the black.
The black.
Yeah.
What is this?
Well, it's a new drug around campus. Look, we're not gonna get in trouble, are we? We're just trying to have a good time over here.
No,
But
I'm not going to
I'm kind of
report you.
worried
I'm
now.
I'm not even a professor here. I'm not going to report you to anything. I'm just an associate with the college at this point.
I'm gonna go. Can I rush up to them and just swing a punch at one of them?
Yeah, if you'd like
breath
to. Roll brawling.
I want.
I'm like consistently getting more pissed off as this conversation is going on, and I just reach in my bag and get him. And I'm like thinking about Walter, and I'm about to give him a good old sock.
Okay.
I want to try and hold him back because he's kind of like my responsibility.
I don't want to
Okay.
hold him back at all. I want to watch what happens. I got kind of
So-
a lopsided grin.
Halstead, roll dexterity unless you think there's a skill that applies better. Well, actually, I'm sorry. Roll brawling because it'd be like a
What is
maneuver.
this, Judge
it'd be
Dredd?
It'd be a maneuver.
Oh, never mind.
Oh
So
yeah. You try and stop him, and he slips past you. So yeah, you succeeded on your brawl check. Go ahead and tell me what happens.
All right, so I reach into my bag, I grab my brass knuckles, I push Halstead aside, and I'm like, "Come here, you son of a bitch! Where the fuck is? What did you do to Walter? What did you sell to Walter?"
Roll.
That's whenever I would try to go to grab him.
Okay.
After three. Three's enough.
Go ahead and roll intimidation. You know what? You don't need to roll intimidation for that. He's an addict. You're beating him down. He just wants his fix. So he's cowering now. He's like, listen, man, listen. What do you need? I'll tell you everything. I don't know what's going on here. And at this point, everyone else split, but this guy. Keep going.
What'd you sell to Walter?
We don't sell anything. We're just look. It's all Rogers. Paul Rogers. He sells it. He walks around campus every couple days.
For a couple of days, what does that mean? Where is he at?
I don't know. We just watch for him, and when he's strolling through campus, we go up to him and buy it. Vincent, what was that?
Well, I'd like to step over and kind of put a hand on William's shoulder and look down at him. Do you have any of this drug on you now?
No, I'm
Okay.
fresh. I'm fresh out. I'm waiting for Paul Rogers myself.
Can you... Where do you buy from him?
Where? Oh, here on campus. I told you. I just wait for him to come by. He's always wandering around every couple days.
Describe this man.
All right, he's about 5'8", 160. Got red hair. There's like this little crescent-shaped reddish birthmark next to his left eye. I mean, he looks normal. Otherwise, I don't know.
All right, listen, professors. We need to call his parents. Like, we need to get this kid out of here. Like, he's got nothing to do with it. I'm taking my anger out on this kid. Obviously, this guy's got a problem, right?
I need to
We
call
can't let-
your parents for going off on him like that,
Are you
son.
kidding
need to
me?
step back just a little bit.
Easy, Halstead. I'm going to take this kid down to the Blind Tiger here in a couple days. We'll get this angst out of him real quick, okay? But it's relax a little bit.
All of this type of anguish, you should not use more violence, Baker.
I just got upset. Okay, I'm sorry. I mean, how do you feel losing somebody you love? You know, I mean, not love. I mean, we're just friends. But like,
So Dwight's still laying on the ground. He's like slowly propping himself up, watching for another blow to come.
I dig into the bag and my emergency bag and grab a ball of gauze and throw it out and be like, here, man, clean yourself up.
He's kind of dabbing away at his wounds, and he's looks up at all of you. Each
I had
one. Can I go now?
Yeah, that's what I was just about to ask. Do I see the brass knuckles on William at this point?
yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I already like took out my brass knuckles and beaten him out with my brass knuckles. So I went.
Yeah, I mean,
pretty hard in the paint.
yeah, he's hurting really bad. He's bleeding stuff.
Well, do they see it? Like, do the professors see my brass knuckles?
Oh yeah, definitely. You probably have them in
Do
your,
we
on
have
your knuckles right now.
matching brass knuckles? That's the real question here.
I'm gonna
I just made
Maybe.
a bond with somebody.
walk up and pull his hand out. It said, "Do you keep these in the university? What are you doing?"
That's whenever I'm kind of like looking down to the side, like. "Doo, doo, 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 doo."
Listen, there's been some stuff going on. Okay, I'm just trying to protect myself.
Oh,
Okay.
that wasn't protecting yourself. That was assaulting an addict.
Well, he
Are
could have
you
been.
ins-
He could have
He
been the
was
guy
not-
that Walter. Okay, I'm sorry.
Give me the brass
White
knuckles.
starts like
No.
kind of crouching away.
Sit your ass back down there. Clean yourself up, because you look like a fucking mess. Go ahead.
He keeps wiping and sits down in a nearby chair.
I'm still fighting. Boyle, no, you can't have my knuckles. They're mine.
You just assaulted another student. What are you talking about? You're not using these to protect yourself in any way. I cannot trust anything you say unless you can give me these brass knuckles now.
Alright. I'll hand her the brass knuckles.
Okay, I'd just like to take him and put him in my front pocket. That's it. Thank you. Now, please don't assault another student, no matter how angry you might get. We can solve issues together rather than
we solved
with
it,
our
didn't we?
fists.
Didn't we? Well, I had to do something. I don't know what you guys are doing.
We haven't solved anything.
We got something. We got a lead.
You punching him, we could have lost our lead.
But we got it.
He's unstable.
She's unstable.
Will,
Sorry.
listen, out of anybody here, I can respect the anger, but Dr. Boyle's right. You don't start by hitting the person you're talking to. Okay? It makes their head go all fuzzy. Start somewhere else, okay? So full of rain on it. You don't want to get kicked out of here for, trying to do something right. So knock that shit off, all right?
All right. I'll stop. I just need a minute.
So taking advantage of the silence, Dwight says, "Is that everything now? Can I leave?"
I don't know. Do you know anything else? I mean, you seem to have been holding back quite
what?
a bit. I don't want to let Will loose on you again.
Yes, I will need at least $5 or send Will at you again. not really.
Oh no.
What else do you want to know? I just want to get out of here.
I look to the others. I think we've had him enough. I look to him, but make sure you don't take any more of the black. Like I said, more drugs can enhance the inflammation. You could die.
You don't know what you're talking about.
Are you
Whatever.
sure? Been a professor at this.
Listen, Paul's the one you want. He used to go to school here. Actually, he got kicked out for cheating. I forget if I told you that already, but like I said, you'll find him wandering around campus. Say again, Halstead.
Can you take us to Paul? You said you were waiting for.
Look, I don't know where he is exactly. You can find him just the same way I do. He's just watch for him wandering around campus. He walks right out in the open. You'll find him. So, is there anything else you'd like to ask Dwight or discuss with him?
No, we can
His
just
parents'
go.
phone number? Not me.
If we let Dwight go now, once we do, I'd like to just get everybody's attention as we walk out of the library, unless something else happens.
Yeah, go ahead.
William, would you stand here for just a moment? I want to talk to the other professors for just a second. I just kind of walk away for just a moment with the other two professors. I kind of lean forward, try to muffle my voice. Now,
Gonna try.
I'm usually not okay with doing something like this, and I would normally say no to anything of this nature, but this Rogers fellow will not talk to anyone of even our age group. I think we need William to essentially buy the black for us so we can get a hold of this Rogers fellow. What do you guys say?
I agree, and I want to add too that this idea of the crescent kind of bugs me a little bit. The crescent is a often used as a symbol in the several different religions, including Wicca. It's the goddesses. There's many goddesses that are attuned or associated with this crescent. Crescent's often used as a symbol of power too. This is already starting to stink of other things.
Needs to stay in check when he sees Paul. There's no telling what he might try to do. So if he can guarantee us that he'll keep his attitude in check, I will agree with it.
Next time, if he gets out of hand, next time I'll rock him one and send him to the deck. That should.
I believe if we are trying to find out what happened to his dear friend, I think he will help us. But if it gets too mentally straining for him, I believe we should just let him out of it.
Yeah, that's smart.
Okay, I think we should just head back to William, and essentially offer our plan. So I walk back and I say, William, I have a proposal for you.
Yeah. What do you want?
Easy attitude.
I'm still in a bad mood, okay? I don't know what to tell you.
I don't give a shit. Talking to professors here. You're talking to freaking a part of this, associate with this.
I'm sorry, Professor. I'm sorry. Just please bear with me. I know this must be stressful for you. It's stressful for me. I'm going to try my best. I'm sorry. Professors, what can I do for you?
This may help you with your stress. I know you want to figure out what happened to your dear friend, as probably more than any of us. We need to get a hold of this Paul Rogers, but he will not speak to any one of us easily. Would you be willing to buy black from him so we can essentially get a hold of him and talk to him, and also retrieve some of this drug? It will help us greatly in this investigation.
Let me get this straight. You want me to buy drugs from this man that killed Walter?
If we can,
you want me to stare this guy in the face, smile at him, and give him money?
It'll be my money.
That's pretty much.
If we do this and you don't attack him, we can figure out what happened to Paul. We'll figure out what happened to your friend, and most likely have Paul arrested immediately after. We will. Not only will you get closure, Paul will go to jail.
No, I hear what you're saying. Count me in. You can trust me, professors.
Thank you.
Okay, so you have a plan now. All you know is that Paul Rogers, every couple of days, he starts wandering around campus, out in the open, waiting for, these addicts that come up to him and buy his drug. So how are you going to go about doing this? Some sort of stakeout, maybe? Any specifics you'd like to add to that?
I throw an idea of going to the speakeasy. I offer that as a plan. I know we said talking about the campus, but I've seen these kind of characters there too.
Maybe
that is true, but remember that you don't have anything saying that Paul Rogers is.
That's true.
Hey, Will, I have an idea. Why don't you act like yourself? You tell this man that you're worried about buying stuff from him on campus because you don't want to get expelled, and have him meet you at the speakeasy. We can be there, and then we'll blend in.
I mean, I think that'll work, but I'm probably gonna have to entice him a little bit, so probably have to give him some of the cash up front.
That's perfectly okay, Dr. Boyle. You're kind of loaded, aren't you?
I kind of rub my side and say, fight.
I think the going rate right now for that stuff is about $200.
You just say $200? Okay, I'm out.
I have no idea. I'm just trying to get money from this guy.
Can I figure?
Are you trying? You can roll fast talk if you really want to try and do that.
Yeah, I'm going to.
Okay.
Who let this guy in?
What do I roll in response? Do I roll anything in response?
I have 5%. It's not happening.
But just in case, if we are doing that, would I roll anything in response to a fast talk against me? Is there like
not really in this case because it's the way it's set up. I would look at some opposing skill maybe, and then base whether or not it's going to be a regular, hard, or extreme success required by him. Basically.
Yeah, I was just a little confused on how that would work. Okay. So I assume he fails on that check.
I did.
Boyle, you can use your catchphrase, right? $200. I will give you 5.
Whoa, no, my whoa, I know my catchphrase.
It's not the first time you've said that.
Whoa, no. I said $1. I said 50 cents. I will look him straight in his eye, and I'll use my real catchphrase. I can carry it. I have 65 strength.
God. Yeah, anyone who watched our Blackwater Creek scenario will recognize that reference there. But so yeah, you Dr. Boyle definitely knows that you're either lying or joking about what you just said. So
I just squint at him, and
okay,
I just wait for a new answer.
Okay, Professor. I'd say $50. I'll use what I can. I'll give you back the rest.
Sounds reasonable. I was going to give you $50 anyways, just to make sure we had enough. So I take out a little bundle of cash. Not much more than $50 is in there at this moment, and I just hand him over what's in the stack, essentially. So just slightly over $50. I look to the others and say, before we go out to do any more after this, I need to pick up some more cash. It's quite handy in these situations.
okay, yeah, you can do that whenever you like. So, is there anything specific you want to do, or are you all just kind of keeping an eye out for Paul Rogers now that you have a description of him?
Can I? Well, I guess am I staking out the whole time? Like I'm just like walking around campus 8 hours.
Yeah, that's
Is that
basically what I'm saying is like, daytime hours when you think he'd be out and around,
Right.
Just maybe sitting around in different locations, wandering around the campus, keeping an eye out.
Can I check the library during like any time that I'm not going to be out in daytime, trying to figure out if I can find something on like black tongues and drug addiction correlation? Is that possible? Like
you can spend some time doing that, but you're not going to be able to find anything.
Okay.
Say that much.
Okay.
Not in that library, anyway.
I know what you mean. Yeah.
You know what I want.
was thinking
I want
that.
to check, right? I want to check my brain and the books that I have. If I get a spare minute.
Cthulhu Mythos.
My brain leaks out of my head. Let's see.
And I did check it. You can use your luck.
Wow.
Nice.
And I find out everything. And
Every time you roll that, it's like below 10, isn't it? It's great. So this is gonna like set this whole scenario on a different trajectory now. I just want you to know that possibly.
Good.
No, I'm glad this happened. This is great.
Okay.
Okay. So
I'm all about the story, man.
Yeah.
you find in some like maybe like one or two lines in some obscure tome that you've read before, this the black that he had mentioned, it kind of triggered something in your memory. So in between time that you're taking to stake out and watch the campus, you're flipping furiously through all of these old volumes you have stored somewhere, and you come across this line about the vile blood of Yib to Still, and it's called the Black. You know that this blood can be conjured up as a weapon. That's usually how it's used in some very remote and obscure cults that worship this deity, this outer god.
So whenever William is not in the same zip code as me with his freaking prying ears, I would tell my fellow professor and associates that this is going to get a lot darker before it gets any better. This black, it strikes a memory, and it might be dealing with something from another world, and it has to do with its blood, and it has been used as a weapon before. So it's very likely whatever this black is either the blood itself or it's made from the blood, and that's why it's killing these people.
I'm gonna kind of huff fairly harshly. I'm like, this keep happening in this town.
They say that there's areas where these energies kind of converge, and honestly, I had heard that this was a place like that. That's why I'm here and not somewhere else.
And is there anything else that you'd like to discuss around this new knowledge, or can we continue with our stakeout?
Continue on, unless somebody else wants to act on it.
I'll listen into their conversation from the other
No.
kid.
The only thing that I would say is if it's possible, I'd like to try and go get access to the restricted areas, letting the dean know, talking with the dean, letting them know that, hey, I need access to the restricted files. This has to do with the incidents that have been going on around campus. And it could be some information that I could get to law enforcement.
Okay. So I'll consider you have put in essentially a request for that.
Yes.
And it's, the word's traveling through the grapevine basically, and you might hear back within, a day, a couple days, a week even. But because you know that what you're asking for is like the most heavily guarded secret anywhere in Arkham.
Right. And I would make sure to throw into there that, I don't know, like I said the last game, I don't know what the equivalent of the 1920s saying for this isn't my first rodeo, but this isn't my first rodeo, and I've done service, and my compatriots have done service to this university dealing with incidents similar to this. I would not approach if I did not feel that it's absolutely 100% worth the time and efforts. And if we want to keep this school's name a strong one, then it would behoove you to take under consideration what I'm saying.
Okay. Yeah, you'll basically be told that they'll be in touch. You'll be contacted with the results of that. So after a couple days, you are all able to spot Paul Rogers. He's wandering through campus, pretty much out in the open. Actually, it seems like he's only being out in the open. He's not, going into any side alleys or anything. He's trying to be as public as he can, it seems. So one of you are able to spot him. You all converge, and now at this point, you can decide how you want to approach him.
So am I going out there or what? See him.
Yeah, I tell you to proceed. You have the money, correct?
I got the money. I'm ready to do this. I know I can do this.
I look at him. I kind of step closer to him for just a moment, and I say, "Don't do anything stupid."
All right. Take it easy, Professor. You'll get to know me.
It's Dr. Boyle.
I'm sorry, Professor. Dr. Boyle.
Dr. Boyle. Keep your
Dr.
head,
Boyle.
kid.
I'm sorry. I'm not.
Keep your head.
I'm losing it. Okay. I'm ready.
Okay, William. So you approach Paul, and he sees you coming towards him. Seems to notice pretty quickly that you're coming towards him, and so the other professors, are you staying well out of eyesight? I'm assuming. Okay, just wanted to be sure. Paul Rogers looks like he's kind of side-eyeing you, looking you up and down, and just keeps walking. And he kind of gives you this little motion, like, "Come on over here."
Come on over here, little boy.
I'm gonna kind of look to my left and my right a little bit, and kind of walk towards, kind of acting suspicious.
Yeah, so he's got red hair. He's average size, as he was described, and there is indeed a crescent-shaped reddish wine-stained birthmark next to his left eye.
Okay.
And as you get close, he says, "Walk with me. What do you need?"
I heard you can get me some stuff, man. I'm here for that.
Yeah, I can get you some stuff.
So what do you got?
Well, this latest thing, is for you, $10. Best $10 you've ever spent. You're into some of the harder stuff,
What do you mean harder stuff?
He seems like he's looking around a lot, but not. He doesn't make it obvious at all. You can only notice because you're so close.
Right.
And he kind of reaches into his one of his pockets, and you can see he's kind of fondling something in there. Well, this stuff's called the Black. Think you can handle it? $10. It's all yours. It's supposed to be the best stuff. I got all sorts of customers, and in fact, you have seen lots of people approaching him, and then veering off after there's some exchange.
What was this stuff gonna do to me?
It's gonna be the best high you've ever had. That's all I can say.
Out of character, is there something I can roll to not lose my shit? I just feel like I'd be really mad right now, trying to keep myself from doing anything stupid.
So the professor, all three of them probably would have explained to you that the state that the campus is on right now, and that if you were to, and you also know from everything going on that if you make any sort of scene like that in public right now, it's going to be real bad. Like, campus security is going to be on you, and it's going to be a shit show, basically.
Okay. I understand that as the player.
You're free to do whatever you want, for sure. Yeah.
Right. I'm just trying to rationalize it. I feel like he's trying his best to do his thing, but I feel like he's really pissed off, and I think he's the wrong word away from punching him and then telling everybody he's selling bad drugs.
Just remember the stare of Baker. There you go.
Okay.
I mean,
all right. Is there something I can roll?
If you do want to do that, I would say just do a luck roll if you really want to do that. I don't mind you doing that.
Okay. That just makes me feel better about doing it out of because I feel like my character would, so I want to legitimate.
Yeah, I can't think of anything better than doing a luck roll, I guess.
Just a D100, yeah. Oh, I just rolled a straight up D100.
There's a luck attribute.
Okay.
Oh, you never filled it out. Let's do that real quick then.
Thanks.
That is important.
Appreciate it.
All of our viewers get to learn a little bit about the luck skill then. I don't remember off the top of my head what it is, so I have to look it up unless anyone else remembers.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to throw it off course, right? But
it'll take just a second.
I'm a 16-year-old angsty kid,
Roll 3d6 and multiply by 5.
Okay.
And I have my sniper scope trained on William. If he makes a move, I'm taking him down.
3d6 times 5, you said?
Yes. Yep.
So
while he's doing that, how all of our viewers and everyone sitting in chat, how are you enjoying the show? Any comments on that? 3d6 times 5. You did not.
There's no way that's right, right?
Right. No.
Yeah, okay.
So it looks like 2, 4. So you got 6 there. Oh, okay. I see what it's doing. So 7 times 5. But I can't math.
Oh, 35?
Bring that mathematician kid back.
35, is that good?
No, it's a pretty low luck score, but you go ahead and that's your luck score now.
That's my luck score.
Congrats.
Oh, good. Oh, good. All right, I'm gonna keep myself contained for now. If one wrong word, and I'm gonna lose it.
So top right of your character sheet, I filled that in. Just click the luck, the actual where it says luck, and it should roll it.
Cool. Oh, so now I roll luck. Now that I've rolled my luck, I now roll a luck.
Yes. Yeah.
All right.
That's your luck score, and now you roll. It's like a skill almost.
Yeah, we're just saying.
It's on your character sheet, right where you see your character.
Oh, I see it.
Right below it. Yeah,
I'm gonna roll.
You can put yours in, and what was his? 35.
35.
Yeah,
Yeah, he got it for me. Yeah, he did all the groundwork.
All right, let's see. This is gonna
Okay.
success. So you keep your shit together. That's
your
probably
shit
for the
together.
best, but it would have been entertaining.
Right. Well, I'm just trying to play to my character, you know.
No, I like that. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. All right, I got $10 right here. I'll take what you got.
All right, and he kind of does this little slick maneuver where he slides something out of his hand, into your hand as he grabs the $10 at the same time, and he says, "I hope you enjoy that. Now, go ahead and you might want to walk away now."
I walk away. Head into the library.
Okay. So I'm assuming you meet up with the other 3 at this point.
Right. I just wanted to head to the library as like a.
Yeah, I get you.
In case he was watching me,
Okay, so yeah, you're able to get away. He's not really paying attention to you anymore. You get the idea that you get the feeling that he's just really cocky, but at the same time he's watching his surroundings. But you get the feeling that he feels untouchable, basically.
Right. Cool. So I meet the professors. Yep.
Yeah, take it from there. Go ahead.
You got the black. How much did it cost?
It was about $20.
Sounds reasonable. I feel like that sounds reasonable. I don't know what drugs, so I don't.
Right.
Yeah.
So I give you back your $30.
And so William, what he gave you was a very small vial, glass vial with a stopper on it, and there's this black viscous liquid inside.
Dude, you should just down it right now. Just. Yeah, see that vial?
Yeah. Take a look.
I grab
Doctor.
it. I can't make much sense of this. Baker, Halstead, you both seem to be a little bit better at this than I am. I hand it to Halstead. What do you guys make of this?
Looks like something we've seen before.
What do you mean you've seen before?
I feel like that was a little bit more volatile. As we recall, that was more acidic.
Do you guys know something about this already?
Encountered some other drugs in the past. This looks close to one of them, but not as toxic, I believe. Just by looks, that is, obviously.
Tell me a black vial doesn't look toxic to you? I don't.
I'm just looking at the vial, trying to see if I could figure out any that it's made of, or like whatever substances that is, if it is similar to what we've seen before.
It doesn't. It looks. It's definitely reminiscent of that, but not quite the same. But Professor Halstead, you do get the idea that you might want to look at it under like a microscope or some observation tools like that, like you're with when in some of your medical field study.
Looks like I need to get a closer look at this. back in my lab. If you all don't mind me holding on to this for a little bit.
Fine with me. I believe we should do that immediately then, if you like. You can figure out what, or else we're going to be kind of stand still.
Do not handle it with your fingers. The touch of this stuff could easily absorb into your skin. Do not touch it.
Oh, trust me, I won't. I'll be looking at it through a lens, a microscope.
Quick question for the keeper. So, because of the role, and I understand, I know a little bit of knowledge about Yibstool. Would I know basically what it says in the COC manual? The thing I'm talking, the reference I'm saying is the blood itself and what it's commonly used for and how it works.
It would probably take, well, no, not to that extent. You just basically know what I told you. It would take like further study and finding other volumes to read in order to find more information.
Okay. Just don't keep it in the vial. I think if you can avoid pulling it out at all, just do that.
Will do.
All right, so I'm assuming you're probably all just following Professor Halstead to this lab. Use some equipment there.
Am I just coming with him? Like, just.
I guess it's up to you
along?
at this point. Like, if you, however you guys.
I mean, I'm interested.
Play that out. Yeah.
But if you guys don't want me to come with you,
it's up to them. I don't think they're gonna stop you, but.
Right.
You're my undergraduate research student now, man.
That's fair. I accept.
Yeah, and you're my little mole.
I just want to make sure.
All right. So, do any of you have science of biology, chemistry, or pharmacy by chance?
Have what now? Sorry.
The science skill with biology, chemistry, or pharmacy. I don't think any of you do. No.
No.
Okay.
Right now, I don't think
I
so.
don't even see it on my list.
I don't have science at all.
So Halstead, all you're able to find out about this substance after studying it a little closer, looking at it under some microscopes maybe, is that there are definitely some sort of cells within this black substance, and there's something else mixed in there with it. Yeah, it's basically there's this black tar-like substance that contains what must have been living cells at one point, and then something else they're suspended in, but you don't really know what it is just by looking at it.
Well, it appears to be some cells mixed in with some tar. I'm not sure what to make of this.
I'm just a music student guy. I don't.
Baker, any ideas?
Not without further research. I haven't had too much interaction with the actual science side of this campus, so I don't even know if there's anybody over there that might be willing to take a gander at this stuff.
This university is vast, but the issue is I don't be able to get help without having to explain further.
Well,
While you're all standing there, assuming kind of you're probably around this table that you've been working on and trying to examine this stuff, the vial, that substance within it, suddenly seems to almost like spasm, and the vial shakes and spins and then sits still. Everyone roll a sanity check for that.
Symbiote.
No.
Kill it with fire. Kill it with fire. Baker's rule is kill it with fire.
I failed my sanity check.
If you failed, you lose 1d2 sanity points.
No.
Sanity check on this one. There it is. Never mind, I got it.
Roll
Oh, yeah.
1d2.
Oh wait, no, I got it.
Yep. So just William being new to this stuff. Lose one sanity point.
Going crazy.
tackle him down, put my hand over his mouth. You saw nothing. Get out of here.
What the hell does that?
Oh, it seems. Auction seems to be change. Or we should think nothing of it.
Okay.
So yeah, William, you're a little bit freaked out, but you kind of just take his explanation and let it go, I guess. So what are you all gonna do now? It seems like there's you didn't learn a whole lot from looking at the blood, but the blood, which three of you know that this is some sort of blood, possibly called the black, but you haven't really learned anything other than it is in fact some sort of cells.
I look over to the professor and the doctor, and I say, I think our next course of action is to, I guess, find out any more information from this Paul guy.
You want Will to take his knuckles to him like that other kid and see what happens? I mean...
No. I think that this might include or involve us.
But speaking of said knuckles, after seeing this and whatnot, I pull the brass knuckles out. If I give these back to you, don't attack anyone that hasn't threatened us. You understand?
I understand, Doctor.
If you do, I will be taking them back and not be giving them back to you ever. And
Okay,
I hand him back the brass knuckles.
Thank you. So what? Am I gonna break in his face or something, or?
No, but we are dealing with drug dealers, so they can get quite violent. You need to be able to protect yourself.
So
where do you believe we should all go next?
I believe we should be in waiting. William, next time he's on campus, and then we should be in waiting somewhere, and then meet up with him and tell him we need to have a talk and take him somewhere secluded.
It hasn't been too long, actually, since you first got the vial and did a little bit of research, probably just a couple hours later. So you're pretty confident that you could still look around and find him on campus today if he's still wandering around.
I do have an idea, if you'll listen to me.
Go ahead.
No.
So this guy's kind of cocky, right? He's got an attitude about him. He's gonna be a pretty easy target. So I could come back to him. I could buy more stuff. And I could insinuate I'm looking to make a bigger purchase. And we can see where that goes from there. Perhaps meet him outside of campus. Perhaps give him a little what's for, and we figure out what's going on here.
If we actually get a hold of this Paul, I look to Baker. He seems to like enclosed alleyways. If you get my drift.
You're saying you want to give him a little surprise in the alleyway?
Perhaps, if you believe we can take a student.
He's not a student, right? He's an off-campus person that is distributing some type of a narcotic to our students.
Oh, that's right. We should just kill him then.
I'm not going that far, but I am saying that I don't think we have to worry about any type of a retribution. Our local law enforcement is already completely overwhelmed. So I think even if something were to go sideways, I think we have an excellent reason to be able to say we're doing this.
If we can get William to flash enough cash, I believe Paul will go anywhere with him to make a deal. So if we can get him in to a secluded area with no exits, even if he tries running, there will be no escape, especially with somebody of your talents.
I'm fine with exercising those talents.
Do the rest of you agree with this plan?
Yep. Sounds like a plan to me.
I look to William. I say, and William, this may allow you to exercise your violent tendencies if he goes a little off.
That's you, Anthony, again.
I'm sorry, I was typing to our keeper.
It's okay.
Could you repeat the question?
Are you on the Black Sun?
I look to you and I tell you, and if we continue this plan, it will give you an opportunity to perhaps use those violent tendencies and get what you want, if he runs, that is.
Okay. I mean, I don't think I have a choice. I gotta do this.
I believe we're all in agreement then. Baker, you seem to be the best at this sort of thing. What do you believe is the best time or place to take care of this?
Well, we definitely want to take care of it soon before he catches wind. So it might behoove us to just go ahead and start trying to handle things today if he's still on campus. What time is it right now? You got any idea?
Today at such a close proximity would not be a good idea. We can assume Paul thinks William took the black. At this point, he would be under influence. And if he's making such another large purchase without showing any signs of being under a drug, that, even for somebody of Paul, that would be very strange.
That is true. Well, no matter then, when we do it, it should be towards the evening. That way, I can already be in one of these alleys, and I can go back to my residence, maybe grab some clothes that make me look a little less professional, and maybe even come across as an addict myself. Not that I'm good at that kind of thing, but
That
Never know.
sounds good. Sorry, a ferret is biting my finger.
a Noobles.
All right,
This thing.
is that the plan then? Is is Professor Baker going to go pretty much get in disguise and find Paul on campus then?
Well, I want to be basically the way that I'm picking up at this, and you guys correct me if I'm wrong, is that we're basically going to pick the alley where he's going to go and meet with Will, and then I'll already be in there. Maybe I'll dump a little bit of alcohol on myself so I reek of it, and wear some clothes that I've worn into. Maybe I can pull out some of my military clothes they're pretty raggedy nowadays. So
Okay, so is William going to go and try and find him this same day again, or are you
No.
waiting another couple days?
no, we need to wait a couple of days because as Dr. Boyle said, it'd be strange for him to be like, yeah, man, that stuff was great. Can I get a couple pounds?
Yeah, you're easily able to find him within another couple of days if you'd like to. Is there anything you'd like to do in the meantime, though, because you know how easy it is to find him again?
Pester.
Hester?
Can
Yeah,
I talk
pester my
to-
deans.
Oh, I see. Okay. They pretty much give you the same answer at this point. They said that something's coming for you, but it'll take a little bit of time.
Can I?
What-
Go ahead.
No, you're good. Continue.
I was gonna say, can I? Since I'm, Professor Baker's like kind of project or something, can I meet with him and like talk to him about the conversations I overheard, to see if I can get some more information about what's going on?
I guess that's up to Professor Baker.
Yeah, I mean, if
Knock,
he
knock,
wanted to
knock.
stop by my office, I'd be
Knock,
in there
knock,
doing my research. Yeah, come in.
Knock, knock, knock. I open the door. Professor Baker, can I speak with you for a moment?
Yeah, Will, come on in,
Okay, shut the door behind me, and I can I have a seat?
please.
All right, grab a seat here. So what's going on here, Professor?
I feel like there's something going on. You guys, you professors, all have some sort of idea of what's going on here, and it's kind of freaking me out. I'll be frank.
I thought you were Will.
I'll be Will about it. I'll be straight about
listen, I appreciate your thirst for understanding, and believe me, I got a ghetto bird flying overhead right now. But here's the thing, okay? We don't know. It's you're going to find this out as you go along through college, is that your professors look like they know what's going on, but they don't. The only thing that I can tell you is that the fact that thing moved on its own, which I'm sure that you saw, is not normal. And so that means it had to come from somewhere, right? And on a previous expedition, we saw some stuff that seemed to have not a mind of its own. That's completely and 100% poppycock, but it's something we didn't fully understand, and we kind of think that it might be involved with that, and that's basically all we know.
Well, what's this going on about witchcraft and moons and? I just.
Yeah, I figured you're doing things that you shouldn't be doing, listening to folks that are talking.
I'm sorry. I gotta.
I understand. You see this bookshelf here with all the books on it. There's a lot of people out there that think that witchcraft and all of these. Let me ask. Let's put it this way. Are you a God-fearing man?
Born and raised Catholic, sir.
Okay, so you believe in the saints, and you believe in the absolution of sins through baptism, and that's the Holy Trinity, right?
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay. Well, there's many people out there that believe just as strongly in very many other things, and I myself have seen the worst that humanity has to offer and don't believe in any of it. So there's usually logical explanations for the things that are seen. The parable of Jesus turning water into wine could just merely be a story. The making enough bread and fish for an entire group of people to eat could have just been, there was a lot of bread and fish, not that he was conjuring it out of nowhere. People see things, they think things, and they don't necessarily understand what they're seeing, and then science ends up breaking through and showing us the true way. That's why I study these things, is more to look at all of the beliefs that are out there and try and find the kernel of truth that's there, the things that we don't understand. And so what we believe is that this is one of those subjects. Is it possible that a black liquid could have a mind of its own? Absolutely not. But could there be some microscopic animal that's present inside of there that we don't fully understand? Absolutely.
Huh. Definitely a lot to take in there, but I think I understand your point.
And that's why we always take this, or at least why I talk to my fellows about this, because we've seen strange things that are explainable. It just you have to look deeper for that explanation.
See, so it appear to be the craziest thing I've ever seen, but there is a rationale, a logical reason behind it. Okay.
There's always a rational explanation.
I appreciate your time, Professor. I hope I didn't take too much of your time.
No, absolutely. Well, feel free to stop by anytime, and you're more than welcome to any of the books on the top row. You're more than welcome to take a look at if you want.
I would love to. I'm going to start as soon as I can.
All right. So,
yeah.
So if there's nothing else, we'll continue on, William.
Mm-hmm.
All right, great.
Well, I'm just going to do the research of the books if I can, but yeah.
That's more of a in the background over time sort of thing in this game usually. But I'll definitely consider that you're starting to look into some of this stuff, and Professor Baker's almost kind of taking you under his wing a little bit there.
Love it. Mhm.
So you were able to find Paul again. I assume you would kind of approach him in the same way.
No, do not.
Okay, sure. Go ahead and
I'm gonna
explain what you do.
loosen my tie up a little bit. I'm gonna have my like hair a little more messier than before. Maybe my glasses a little like down. I'm gonna kind of approach him a little apathetic.
Okay.
More than I was last time.
Sure.
Get some latex paint and paint your tongue.
Paint my tongue.
So
Already.
he smirks at you as you approach, and he says, "So, you like the stuff then? Is that pretty good?"
Been treating me quite fine, actually. Say so myself. My friends are
Great.
getting kind of involved in it. If you know what I'm saying.
Well, I've got another vial here for you. $5 this time, actually.
I mean, I'll take that off your hands for sure. But I want a more long term. So I don't want to keep meeting here on campus. I just want to be able to just take what I can get and call it a month, call it 2 months.
Okay.
If you
Okay.
catch my drift.
I'll give you a little bit of a deal. How about 4 vials, $15?
That's all you got, man?
Well, how much are we talking here? And this whole time where you're walking through campus with them, kind of just aimlessly walking circles, open.
Okay. Well, I told you I got a couple friends interested in this stuff, man. I'm trying to do 14. Trying to do 20 vials at most.
Roll a persuade.
Cool. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Sure. Bring I'm here. Bring your friends by any time.
Okay. Yeah, I understand where you're coming from here, Paul. Give me a vial for now.
Just a vial. All right. That's like I said, $5.
Sure.
Bring your friends by any time.
All right, well. Give you $5.
All right. He does the same, little slick move, swapping the money for the vial.
All right,
Somebody's
then I'm
got sleight of hand.
gonna go meet back with the professors. Let them know what's going on.
Okay. And it's pretty early in the day now, so you know if you need to that you can find him again wandering around for another few hours probably.
So I tell him I tried to get him, to grab me more of a higher dosage, but I think he's kind of paranoid of me, kind of suspicious of me yet. He doesn't see me as a frequent customer yet.
Maybe, when you were talking to him, did you flash the money in front of him at all?
No, I just pull out the 5.
And the next time you talk to him, if you show him that you have the money ready, that might persuade him enough to even follow you, essentially, to get him to a location that we can talk to him, or anything of that nature.
That's true. Yeah, I'll just need a bit more money from you.
This is getting quite expensive, though, so I don't want to do it more than 1 or 2 more times.
That's fine.
So,
We'll be able to do it.
okay,
So-
well,
Everyone roll a no check. A no check is just an intelligence check.
Okay. I just click on intelligence.
Burn intelligence.
Nice.
Dun, 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 dun,
can
dun.
I get nices in the chat for my 69, please?
Oh
Nice.
shit! I didn't see that.
Nice.
All
Hang
right,
on.
so looks like you pretty much all succeeded then, and you're all after your investigation so far, kind of connecting the dots and things that you can from here. You do know that one of the options that you have is to just trail after Paul Rogers, where he goes. That is an option, and also you realize that it wasn't obvious already that he likes to do his business more out in the open, so that he can't really have any ill fates fall upon him in dark alleys here and buildings between Aaron Camp.
realizing something, I kind of perk up and I look to William. William, did you perhaps see any weapons? Was he carrying any weapons?
Now that I think about it, looking at his body, do I roll anything for that, or do I just? No, I don't see anything.
Next time you see
Fever.
him.
Oh, never mind.
Oh, sorry. Next time you see him, look at his person. See if he has any bulging areas or anything of the sort. Any places that shouldn't, like say around his chest or maybe his waist. Any firearm or any type of knife or anything of the sort. It would be smart to keep us informed before we essentially corner him.
And to answer your question, William, no, you wouldn't have noticed anything like that. You weren't looking for it, and you're not trained to find anything.
Cool.
So, what's your approach? What are you all going to do now?
I believe we should, one last time, I'm going to give William here, not too much, but I'm going to say around $80. Have him flash the cash, get Paul into a point where he really wants that money, then we can make our move while he's distracted.
And if that ends up failing, I feel like I'm probably the only one that might be able to do a little bit of tracking, try to follow him. He seems pretty cocky, so he's not going to be paying attention too much.
Cool. I'm down with that. Yep.
I agree with this plan. Yeah, we're good. Halstead, do you have anything to add before we conduct this?
No, I just I'd rather get to the bottom of it as quickly as possible. For a couple days.
Okay, then I believe we're all in agreement. Let's go one last time and do this plan, because I don't think flashing this much cash again will be very good for his senses. He will most likely start to expect something.
Well, I have $150 right now on me in cash. I'm gonna show up. To the same meeting spot with Paul again, except this time, my tie's barely even on. I got it unbuttoned a little bit. My shirt's now untucked and
Looking really disheveled.
yeah, really
So-
just messed up.
Do you go back to him the same day, later in the afternoon or something, or wait a couple days again?
I think a couple days.
Honestly, I don't even think a couple days, because if you're getting
Maybe a day.
disheveled, a day, yeah. Next day would probably be pretty smart, just to show that you've probably used some stuff and that you're wanting more. But your tongue's also not black, is the thing. So we want to be careful of that, just so he doesn't notice that.
Right.
Okay, yeah, you're able to find him the next day then. It seems like his customer base is probably picking up a little bit more, actually. So you find him. Go ahead and describe if you have any specific approach you want to take. Otherwise, he greets you kind of in the same way.
Right,
So,
just that general stuff.
I want to interject real quick. Is the battle plan here to get him into an alley where I'm already hanging out?
No, I believe we are going to try to get him to an alley or a corner and then cut off both ends, or if he's in a corner, cut off any exits.
Got it. I'm down.
Yep.
Good. All right. Carry on, my wayward son.
Okay, so I'm gonna approach him like the shirt untucked, what I described previously with the tie and stuff. And this time I'm gonna try to be more more aware of any sort of black tongue or any sort of mannerisms that would dictate that he's using the same stuff, if he is at all.
You can tell clearly he is completely sober. He's
yeah,
good.
I bet he is.
Yep.
Bastard. Okay, so I'm gonna approach him then. Paul.
Hey, you liking that? You like the black? You want some
Of course
more
I
of it?
like the black. Listen, man. I'm gonna pull out $60.
Okay. His eyes definitely light up to that. That's a little bit of cash you got there. You should probably just keep that in your pocket there.
I put it back in my pocket. Listen, I got it from my mom. Okay. I'm just trying to pass it off here, okay?
Okay.
Do you got the stuff on you?
Yeah, I
What's
got
that?
the stuff. I'll give you my entire supply right now for that much. You know what I've got on me here.
What do you got on you right now?
At this point, are
let's
they
see.
in a corner? Or are they in like a good position?
No, he's still out in the open.
Still out in the open.
Yeah. Well, let's see here. You know, I've only got 20 vials left on me here, but I can bring you back more later. Sure.
Or later, I want more now. Listen,
I
I'm
got
gonna
a
I'm gonna take out additional like 80 now. The 60 now is 80 more dollars. Listen, man, I need to get rid of this right now, today.
Ooh.
Okay, you want this now? I need what you got.
Okay. Look. I can come back to campus in an hour, 2 hours tops, and I'll have more for you.
Okay.
I'll be right back here. Actually, he kind of starts
Look,
patting
all
down.
this-
You know, that's going to be a lot of vials. Where can I give this to you?
I'm gonna indicate the pre-disclosed location that we talked about with the professors.
All right, with that much money, he seems pretty much willing to, you know, do whatever and bring that to you. So, if you don't have anything further, he kind of splits off from you, being as inconspicuous as he can, to go off and get more of the product for you.
Cool. Would we be able to follow him at a distance to see where he's going?
Yeah, if you'd like to. Is everyone following him?
I'm not. I'm probably gonna stay on campus.
I'm probably the only one that has any abilities at all. Unless Boyle, do you have any tracking ability?
No, my tracking and stealth.
It would
is
not.
really
It would
low.
not be tracking. It'd be stealth.
Oh, I have high stealth.
He's not trying to hide himself or anything.
Oh, I'm gonna come with actually in that case.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to.
Sure.
I'd like
anyone
to,
anyone tailing him, go ahead and roll stealth.
One of the professors has got to go. Who's going?
What? Real quick, what do you guys out of game? What do you guys have in stealth? Really? Anybody good in stealth? Nobody good in stealth?
28, man.
I got a 60. I already rolled though.
My dude's horrible at stealth.
Am I just going by myself?
Honestly, instead of tailing Paul, could we just follow William at a distance? That way, we're not tailing Paul, we're tailing William.
Yes.
Yeah, then let's do
Yeah.
that. That way, we won't have to.
Good thinking, Boyle. Good thinking.
Halstead, are you following them also?
Yeah.
Okay. So, second. You follow him, in the way that you said. So William's trailing him. He's able to stay out of sight. It doesn't really look like he's looking for a tail, anyways. But everyone else is able to follow William then from a distance. So you manage to follow Paul all the way back to his house. It looks like he's got a little corner house just a mile away from the university, so not far at all. And he steps in there, and you guys are outside of his house at this point at some distance, probably down the street. What do you do?
So I see. Do I see where he went into?
Yep.
Is that right?
Yeah. You're a little distance away from the house that he just went in. So it's a real small house, just on a corner.
How close was it? How far away did we walk?
Just a mile.
Just
About a mile. Yeah, not very far from the university.
What does it look like on the outside? Like the house itself? Just normal
Nothing
looking
unusual,
house?
just a normal
Yeah.
house. Doesn't look, too run down. Doesn't look
Right,
too wealthy of an area. It's just an average house.
Cool. I'm gonna wait for the professors to catch up to me at this point. I'm not gonna try to.
Yeah. No, they're able to catch up to you pretty quickly.
Okay.
So I'm asking, what's your approach here? Basically, are you gonna wait for him to come back out? Or are you doing anything while he's in there?
My plan is to wait for him to come back out. Because I'm not going in for sure as a student.
Okay. So, professors, doctor, any approach here? Any battle plan for what's happening, or are you gonna wait for him to come back out?
Yeah, I'd like to load my BMG 50 cal Barrett.
Okay.
Oh my god.
This is whenever those two are standing. All three of us are there, right? So
Yeah.
I'd look at them and be like, "This is not. I hate going into a house after people."
I believe Baker. Would you be able to? No, Baker. You should be in the front. Holstead. Me and you should go to the back to make sure there's no exits, and we can block off that. I believe William will be safest with Baker in the front.
I think that's probably the brightest. That's a good idea.
Okay, so I believe me and Halstead will go around back, make sure there's no exits, but stay, out of sight, while Baker and William are at the front.
Okay. Any objections to that?
Well, I could just wait outside. I don't need to come in there with you guys.
When I'm
Get
doing
your
this,
knuckles on, kid. Stop being a wuss. Let's do this.
I want to
Okay.
check my gun, not necessarily pull it out, but make sure it's ready.
Got my
Okay.
knuckles ready too.
Yeah,
All right.
I would be pulling out the 1911, checking around, and then putting it back in my belt.
Okay. So,
Guys, just carry guns
Vincent?
around you at all times.
Dr. Boyle and Professor Halstead, it sounds like you're going to the back of the house. Halstead, are you okay with that? Anything you wanted to add?
No, I'm good with that.
Okay, so you do get to the back of the house and you see there is a back door there. Professor Baker and William, you are stationed at the front door. Is there anything you'd like to do at the back door, you two, or are you just kind of waiting there to watch it?
Waiting.
I just want to see if I can peer. Like, I don't want to. Is there any visible ways or anything like that that I can see?
Say again, visible what?
Visible doorways, or can I see anything into the house?
Just the back door. From the glimpses you are getting into the house through some windows and stuff, it just looks like a normal, well-cleaned house. It doesn't look like anything out of the ordinary.
Okay.
So Professor Baker and William, what's your approach at the front door?
I'm gonna stay behind Baker as he approaches.
Whenever I'm sure that they're around the back, I'm going to walk up and knock on the door.
All right. You knock on the door, and it takes a few seconds. It seems like it takes long enough that he's probably in there doing something, but he just, when you're about to lose your patience, probably, he does open the door. He looks at you and smiles and is about to say a greeting, and then looks over at William and then back to you. What is this? Who'd you bring here?
Look,
Why are you following
Who do
me?
you? Hey! Relax, man. Relax. Kid told you he's got a fucking stash, of fucking money, man. It's shit's for me.
We're supposed to meet up. Just wait out here. Wait out here.
Yeah. No, man. Now. Okay. Fucking. Please.
Okay. Come on in. And just sit down right there. So you walk in and there's like a small front room, and there, kind of like a couch there and stuff, just a sitting area. From what you can see of the house, it's very, very tidy and well kept. And he walks into the back and just says, "Just wait right here. We'll just wait right here. I'll get the stuff for you."
All right. Please, just come on, man.
Did I sit down with him?
I'm not. I'm
Right.
pacing back and forth hard. Just come on. I ain't got time for this, man. Come on. I gotta get back to campus. Fucking my students are gonna think I'm fucking. I'm not. I just. They're gonna be wondering where the fuck I am. If I don't get something, just call me down. Okay, come on.
All right. Just take it easy. Take it easy. I'll be right back. And he walks in.
I can't come to you on fucking campus, man. You know how bad that would look if I came to you on campus.
He just ignores your last sentences and then walks into the back to probably retrieve some more of this drug. And I know that's kind of an anticlimactic cliffhanger there, but that is where we're going to leave it at.
But I need my stuff.
Bruh. Stuff.
So this particular scenario, it's got a little bit of a slow build there, but the next session, I guarantee everyone wants to tune in for that because there's going to be a lot of stuff happening. It's gonna, once you kind of break the seal on what's going on here, it's gonna